So, the fascinating etymology of the word ginseng, referring to the root of many medicinal plants, is it such a stretch of the imagination to say that because of the word root and the root of the plant, it also equates to the root of the human being? Therefore, ingesting ginseng into the body nurtures and heals the root of man, which is a much needed healing in the age of Kali Yuga, the fourth cycle and the age of darkness. So research estimates a recognized roster of 13 genus of ginseng, some of which you may already be familiar with, some of which you will even perhaps be ingesting on a daily basis. I will focus on what I believe are the most valuable species in relation to our outcome of healing the masculine root and expressing our androgenic capacities to their greatest and highest and most formidable potential. Now, if we're talking solely testosterone, then one that comes to mind is the Panax ginseng, coined by Russian botanist Karl A. Mayer. Panax meaning all healing, or you can better understand this as Korean ginseng, not to be confused with Korean red ginseng, which is a processed dried form involving addings of colorings, etc. Now, I won't lie to you, the data on ginseng can be described as rather muddy, meaning that some show evidence of direct testosterone increase, but others do not. What is, however, far more encouraging is the continuity of physical benefits in most studies. I know it's sounding like a trope from Joseph, but you don't really want high testosterone. You want what high testosterone gives you. High testosterone is merely a path we walk as a means to get to our ultimate destination, and in matter of fact, there's some pretty cool destinations that ginseng can lead us to. So in 2010, some astute individuals wanted to see if you could increase testosterone indirectly by reducing stress via supplementation with, you guessed it, Korean ginseng. So they took some reasonably healthy men and gave them a dose between 200 and 400 milligrams for 4 weeks and see what would happen to the blighters. Now here you see the indirect implications, because while in the space of a month, no remarkable increases in test were measured, it did significantly decrease stress. Now, I theorized that this 30-day protocol lacked the necessary time to show these significant increases in test, but nevertheless, we know there is a relationship between decreased cortisol and increased testosterone. It's not such a stretch of the imagination to say or hypothesize that long-term, we could see some tangible increases and improvements in our testosterone. For example, a study on rats found that 5% of Panax ginseng in their diet for 60 days significantly led to increases in blood testosterone levels. Now, we do share some biology with rats, some of us maybe more so than others, but we understand the limitations in those kind of studies. However, there was a study conducted in 2016 which examined the specific compounds in ginseng, namely RG1 and RH1, which found that they directly stimulated something called luteinizing hormone, which in turn can boost testosterone levels. Though again, this was only proven in rats and not human. But we understand LH stimulation is essential for testosterone production in the testicles, but direct observations are yet to be objectively measured in us. Now, I'm sure you can see the theme of frustration here with Korean ginseng. Equally, I share it with you in my studying of it. However, a meta-analysis, so an analysis of 28 randomized controlled trials focused on the androgenic outcomes discovered across the board, there is evidence. There is evidence for the benefits in ED, in testosterone improvements, but most significantly, what they overall and holistically seem to demonstrate is sexual function performance. And largely they attributed these particular benefits to the activation of steroidogenic enzymes like STAR, CP11A1, and some of the other enzymes that are very difficult to say, to be transparent. They also show evidence of improved androgenic receptor function, and there is also a potential activation on the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which influences hormone production. Now, I will say American ginseng has been studied for other health effects. It is not shown to the degree that Korean ginseng has the same kind of implications for testosterone and sexual function. So if you're gonna choose a form of ginseng, Korean one has the most merit. One individual saying that it has been the most strongest supplement that he has taken. Yes, it almost feels like a stimulant, makes my memory and head work much better. Not a lot of continuity in the scientific corpus with cognitive function, but I'll take it. He also remarks that he's feeling horny after taking this supplement. Definitely try this. Well, if there's somebody that we can trust, it's some random person on Reddit, and maybe myself. But what do you think, gentlemen? Theories or facts? Speak soon.